Welcome to Mystery Signal, where logic fades and the unknown begins. Beneath the noise of the everyday world, a deeper signal pulses, one made of chilling disappearances, unsolved crimes, paranormal encounters, and phenomena that defy explanation. We don't just tell stories. We dwell at the edge of reality, decoding the forgotten, the forbidden, and the unexplained. Each case is a fragment of the signal, a whisper through the static. Tune in and listen closely. Enter and help us decode the unexplained. Some signals were never meant to be heard. Apartment 3C, true paranormal activity caught at night. Not all hauntings start with blood-curdling screams or slamming doors. Some begin quietly. A flickering light, a shadow at the edge of the room, a presence that watches while you sleep. This story is based on real events, submitted by a tenant who survived one of the most disturbing cases of domestic paranormal activity ever recorded. This is the bedroom in apartment 3C. Most hauntings don't start with a scream. They start with a whisper, a cold spot, a flicker of light when nothing's there. But when the whispers turn into something else, something watching, you realize you're not alone. Tonight's true story is a terrifying case of real-life paranormal activity in a quiet apartment, where something refused to stay quiet. This is the presence in apartment 3C. Megan was 27 when she moved into apartment 3C of an aging brick complex in Louisville, Kentucky. She lived alone, worked late, and liked her silence. The neighbors were kind but vague, always avoiding eye contact when they mentioned her unit. The strange things began small. The light in her bedroom would flicker at exactly 3:11 a.m. Always that time. Her cat, Pickles, refused to enter the bedroom. He'd sit at the threshold and his ears flat, eyes locked on the empty room. Then came the footsteps. Soft. Measured. From her closet to the side of her bed. But the closet was empty. Every time. Megan bought a motion camera. On the third night, it captured something that chilled her to the bone. At 3:11 a.m., her door creaked open by itself. Then, the sheets moved. Not violently. Gently, like someone had laid down beside her. And then, a whisper. Megan. That's when she woke. Megan had just moved into apartment 3C, a modest one-bedroom in an old Louisville complex. Cheap, quiet, perfect for a night shift nurse like her. But something was wrong from the very beginning. On her first night, the hallway light outside her bedroom flickered exactly at 3:11 a.m. The same time every night. She replaced the bulb, checked the wiring. Still, the flicker. Then her cat Pickles started acting strange. He refused to enter the bedroom. He'd hiss at the door, arch his back, then run into the bathroom to hide in the tub. She laughed it off, until the footsteps started. Soft. Bare. Walking from the closet to the side of her bed. But the room was empty. Always empty. One night, Megan left her phone camera recording while she slept. When she reviewed the footage the next morning, she saw this at exactly 3:11 a.m. Her bedroom door creaked open on its own. A dark shadow passed across the floor. And then, the blankets beside her shifted, like someone had just laid down next to her. That same night, she woke to a cold breath on her neck. Apartment 3C, Part 2, What They Found in the Wall. Some places don't forget the people who leave. They remember the names, the faces, the fear, even after the lights are turned off. Even after the doors are locked. This happened when the new tenants moved in months after Megan ran. A new story. The same apartment. This is The Wall in Apartment 3C. They thought it was just a story. A rumor was whispered by neighbors who didn't want to talk. But the silence held something back. Something buried. Until it started reaching out. Tonight, we return to a place that doesn't stay quiet for long. This is what waited in Apartment 3C. Eli and Marissa were newly engaged when they moved into Apartment 3C. They didn't believe in ghosts. They believed in good rent, and the 2 months free move-in special sealed the deal. The first week was uneventful until Marissa started waking up with her nose bleeding. Always at the same time, 3:11 a.m. Always in the bedroom. Eli thought it was allergies. Until he pulled the bed away from the wall to vacuum and noticed something strange, a series of deep scratch marks in the paint. 4 long lines, and a 5th, crooked one. Like a hand. Marissa started hearing a noise faint, but constant. A light tapping inside the wall. She thought it was pipes. Until it started following her. Living room. Bathroom. Bedroom. Tap, tap, tap. Then one night, the tapping stopped. And the smell began. Like something rotting. Trapped. Behind the bedroom wall. They called maintenance. The handyman arrived the next morning. He tapped the wall. Listened. Then said something that made Marissa's blood run cold. This isn't drywall. It's sealed wood. Old style. Like it was meant to keep something in. Eli insisted they cut it open. It took 4 hours. And what they found wasn't on any blueprint. A narrow crawl space. Less than 3 feet wide. Completely dark. And lined with deep claw marks from the inside. At the far end, a pile of old clothes. Burned at the edges. And a Polaroid. A blurry image. A woman is lying in a bed. And beside her, a dark shape. Long fingers. No face. Staring straight into the camera. Written on the back, don't let it lie down beside you. That night, Marissa didn't sleep. At 3:11 a.m., she heard it again. The whisper. Right next to her ear, "You're not Megan." They moved out before the sun came up. But here's the thing. 2 weeks later, someone else signed the lease for Apartment 3C. A college student. She never picked up her keys. They found them, along with her phone, left on the doorstep. The only thing on the phone was a recording. Just 4 seconds long. One word. Whispered. Look. When a place remembers pain, it doesn't haunt. It waits. And the more you ignore it, the closer it gets. Apartment 3C was just the beginning. Something was trapped there. But something else got out.